Hey everyone, Divya here, your mind coach. So, yes, I'm the founder of Divya's Happiness Hive. Been into holistic coaching, healing with mental health problems and stress related issues, relationship issues, and because I started off with uh, people mostly coming from LinkedIn. They became my clients who happened to be my readers earlier, readers of my articles and posts, and the engagement on my posts started increasing, reaching lakhs of people. And I've already mentioned so many times that that is how the best happiness, how Hive was possible, that I was able to register the company. So this is like I have been posting regarding that, like I've been doing this Bringle blended platform, the 21-day business sustainability challenge. So now I'm out with my own personal challenge, that is 21-day video making challenge. I think today is the fourth day. 2 days it really went out of control. I went on, I don't know what not. I went on just blah 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 blah. So basically, I am doing this challenge to commit myself that I will not give reasons as to why I can't make videos, because I don't know like how, if I've written article about this or not, but this has been one significant fear for me to show up, because it was rather very uncomfortable to hide behind hide, and then just because my articles are just the one coming and people are reading and they're trying to understand and then connect with me. Obviously a lot of intense connections happen through my LinkedIn articles. I have developed a good real-time relationship with a lot of you, and then it's still going on. Fingers crossed. I really appreciate that. It's been such a blessing. So, like I said, this is my own personal commitment to be able to get comfortable in making more videos, so that yes, it was in 2015 when I was invited by regional news channels to go live. I think I've mentioned that in yesterday's video, so I will not get into the details. So in spite of that, I did many lives, and then I did many recorded shows. In spite of that, it was so difficult for me to do videos, because at least in the show you have somebody leading the path for you, because you're getting questions and then you just forget. Because although every time I was getting chills down my spine, oh god, like I'm freezing before we start the live. uh, Obviously my public speaking skills improved later. That is it was not because of the stint I had with the media, but because of my own calling, so I understood that I found my voice, and then now it is the time for me to use it for the for right reasons, to stand up for my own self, and also to be able to stand up for people who can't do it for themselves. Can I empower other people to find their own voice? So after having done that, I think the next step is to be able to get comfortable. I think a few people have read my company's statement. It is like, it's all about a life of purpose with dignity, compassion, and authenticity, as much as it is about happiness. So it's not only about happiness always, because happiness, I think it is very overrated. You can't always be happy all the time, and you don't have to be also, because when you're happy all the time, you lose the essence or the values or the learnings that pain can give you. So when I talk about authenticity, it becomes important that we own it all. It's just not running away from it and then saying, okay, just because I don't own up to it, or I just try to ignore a certain thing, it doesn't exist anymore. It's not that. Authenticity is like, can you accept your vulnerability and then make wear it like a badge on your arm, like it's like, yes, this is where it sets me apart from other people. And then we've all been there, we have been through trauma, we have been shattered, we have learned through the pain, we have grown through that pain, we have evolved through that pain. And then now, how do I teach others or add value to other people's life by the experience I have had, so that I can make it easy for another person. So this is the whole basic journey I think all of us go through, where when we are trying to figure out our own self, so we understand a whole lot of things, and then we use that kind of knowledge to help other people uh, to understand their blocks, and then how we can experience the growth for them. So this is why, like I said, this is my 4th day, and I think the first and third day blew out of proportion. So, but still I'm going to share it, as I'm going to keep up to my commitment. If I don't directly put it on LinkedIn, I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel and then share the link with all of you. You can definitely go watch it, although it is like random, and I'm just going on like a rant. But the best part is I'm just loving watching my own videos, and then just this seeing the progress that I'm eventually getting comfortable with the camera. So this is again to learn to channelize my thoughts much better when I am flowing, because I think when I go as a speaker, it actually gets easier because you have an audience, and when the audience is connecting with you, it becomes easier, because you know that okay, they are interested in what your topic talking, like that's why I become very comfortable. Then I easily flow, and then I am able to actually reach give them clear message, and stress about whatever I really wanted to talk about. Because this is one thing very important about my articles or my speeches. I never do it prepared. I don't, just for the sake of um, I get really it's like, okay, do I remember the exact thing? Am I saying the same thing which I prepared? And it causes, I don't know, so for me it doesn't work out that way. For me it has always been this intuitive talking. So just having fun, and then connecting, and then digging from my own treasures of knowledge, wisdom. I always keep talking about the same, because we have plenty of information available. So it's like, do I have knowledge? And then okay, after I have this knowledge, do I have the ability to translate into wisdom, where I am able to understand where I am going to use which particular skill of mine? Or this exactly applies in communication as well. I think this is where it does wonders for me when I'm doing sessions with my clients, because I know when to say, what to say, and how to say. Most important, especially when I work with teenagers. Oh yes, this I really wanted to share since so many days. uh, when I work with teenagers, it makes me the most happy, because we feel teenagers are somebody who, they don't listen, and they don't want our advice and all that. So this is where it works wonders for me, because I'm able to connect to them at their level as well. Because after having predominantly working with people who are from the corporate sector, this has been a refreshing change. Often I'm getting referrals from educational institutions or people. So this one particular thing I often keep talking whenever people ask me, oh, which is the one thing you want to say where you brought about significant change. I say this work like magic. So this one guy, he had dropped out from school, and his family's main concern also was that he was eating a lot. He's just playing video games, he's eating a lot, and then he's putting on so much of weight. And then obviously not going to school means obviously inaction. So that is what bothered the family. And then he was from North India. So he came along with his uncle. So yeah, first session the same. I used his handwriting. We built rapport, and then we discussed about his traits using his handwriting. And then second session he came for follow-up, and I see a significant change in him. He's done all the activities which I had given him, and then he tells me, I had told him I had suggested him that, okay, you do a digital marketing course, and he had already made inquiries, and he was like, okay, this is where I want to be joining and all the thing. And then he had started working out. Though that was the time I was not working out myself, and I was like, how did this happen? And I was really amazed at my own self, I think, because firstly, I give the credit to that boy. He did wonders. Secondly, I was able to facilitate that change in him only because, see, I don't judge anybody. I think a lot of you know about it because I've written enough times about it, the importance of accepting people the way they are. So I always tell people, I just help them understand their own subconscious mind using handwriting. I tell them, look, this is how we are, this is how we are, this is how we are, because awareness is half problem solved, so they need to know what is exactly going on in their subconscious mind. Okay, so I tell them, so this is how it is, this is how it is. I explain everything about how they've been doing, because it's most important. Many people can't figure it out. They know that they're doing so and so and so, but why they are doing it, and when are the times they're getting triggered to do that. So because a lot of times it is conditioning, so to break the conditioning, the awareness has to come, like where is it and what is the triggers, and to identify that conditioning, triggers, and the behavior sets. So only then they can actually bring about a change in their behavior, once they're able to understand that. So this is where I tell them, so this is where it is, and I give them that, okay, this is also another way it can be done. So I just don't impose it on them. I don't say this is what I feel, you definitely have to do that. No, because I want a person to work with their reasoning, their analytical skills, their ability to motivate themselves to bring about change in themselves. So I tell them, look, this is what it is, but there is also another perspective to it. It can be done in this way also. What do you prefer, or what do you want to become, or how do you want to change? And this is how I start making it more interesting for them, so that the next time they come, they're all pumped up and they're like, oh yeah, this is what I did, and then now changes I'm seeing, and then how can I proceed further? So do you have any techniques, do you have any tools, strategies? And then they go back. I really tell them, okay, I'm not going to insist when you have to come back for follow-up. It's up to you. You tell me when you want to come back, when is that you want a clarity from my side, guidance from my side. And they take time. I always tell them take sufficient time. So they work on whatever has been discussed, and then weeks later, months later, sometimes year later, they tell me, oh, see, like you told us something, and then we started being mindful about it, and then thoughts becomes things becomes magic for me. It's been like magic when I give results, because I think a lot of times when I read my own articles, or when I see my own videos, I'm like, what? I wrote all this, is it? So this is where, there was a time when I couldn't believe, I could do wonders. Like I could write such wonderful articles which people could connect with, and then they're going to go viral. Why? Because the best part was when a lot of discussions and debates and arguments were happening under my post, and I'm watching, wow, so much is going on under my post, and I get to learn from that. And then I slowly get to participate in that after so many people have already participated on my post. So that's wonderful for me. So this is how I am on this stint of learning to make better videos, and I don't know how the reaction or the response or how people are going to receive it, but I have committed myself. I am going to post all the videos. Like I think I was telling in my yesterday's video also, even I'm actually not wondering, you people might go and tell Divya, enough is enough, you're talking too much. Okay, so this is another call for all of you people to join our Bringle blended platform meetups. I've been putting out a lot of details about it, so join our discussion. I think we are mostly full already. We have a very few more seats remaining. The best part of joining the discussion and coming live is where you get to ask questions to the panel members and the speakers, or joining in from various parts of the world who are the best in the industry. So you just get to ask them questions when if you join us live. If you miss that, you can also follow the streaming which happens on a Bringle YouTube platform, so you can go and join there also, because I have committed to this, and I'm joining in every day. And then even I'm so excited because after a long time I'm getting to make some notes, because I think I had settled in the comfort zone where I'm good in what I'm doing. I'm brilliant already. So clients come, I do one-on-one coaching with them, which I absolutely love. And then I always talk about the things which I already know, and then this comfort zone was there. So now this committing to something and then showing up every day and learning has been a wonderful thing. So I again invite all of you to make time and go check out my posts and find the links and come over. You'll find me there live or every day. Yeah, even in future we're going to interact more. Thanks for joining in. Bye.